This next question, sent to CornyDriveThru at gmail.com from Jay in West Virginia. A question I've thought about. With the schedules that wrestlers keep, when and how do they do laundry? Especially back in the territory days when you're working nearly every night. When and how did you guys get a wash done? I can't see Yokozuna at a laundromat or Stan Lane hunkered over a bathtub doing a wash. And were there any notorious offenders for not doing a wash often enough? I know
It's time.
I know that Mick Foley was one, and that Vader's mask was known to be funky. I've wondered about people that wore full body suits like Jushin Liger. There's no way they got washed immediately and had to stank. Would love to know your experience from this tremendously important piece of wrestling history.
Well, okay. First of all, it wasn't like guys were on the road like months at a time. You go home, and also a lot of guys were married, had girlfriends, and this is not being sexist, but obviously when one person's job is, I'm going to be on the road for a week at a time, and then I'm going to come home and still only be home 4 hours a day for a couple of days. Your wife would take pity on you and do your laundry for you. It's not sexist, but I mean, on the road, the guys that have gone to Japan, so that would be, because also you're in Japan and you're on the bus and you're fucking wanting to go to Ribera and you're not wanting to do laundry. Tours like that got stanky. But besides, being able to deposit your shit at home and pick up new shit, most hotels had, the fucking laundry room thing where you put the, the quarter into the deal, or, you might have to break down it. But I never had to do laundry anywhere because I always got apartments with washers and dryers, right? Because could you see Jim Cornette, local TV star, sitting at the laundromat, right? I've got enough heat. But in Dallas, when we moved down there, I've told you about the La Quinta. By the way, somebody tweeted a picture of the La Quinta in Irving there off the fucking highway right down next to the airport. They've redone it in the past 35 years. But anyway, I got an apartment specifically because it was a brand new apartment complex, a beautiful place. And they said, oh yeah, we've got washer and dryer connections and our washer and dryers are coming in next month. Okay, I'll wait. I didn't know how long I was going to be there. So I figured, okay, I was there for 6 months. The washers and dryers never came. So what I would do and I would throw my dirty towels in the left side of the little laundry room and my dirty clothes in the right side of the laundry room. And I'd say, well, there's a laundromat down the street next to a pizza place. I'll break down and do that when I have a chance. Well, after the first month, I started pulling underwear out of the bottom of the clothes pile and the towels out of the bottom of the towel pile because I'm like, well, these look kind of cleaner than the ones on top. And ended up, I did laundry. I lived there for 6 months. I was at that laundromat 3 times. Now, I'd get my suits for TV. I'd get them dry cleaned. But my actual towels, underwear, socks, and walking around clothes, it was brutal for a while. But you just, wherever you get a chance. And a lot of the guys wash their shit out in the room and hang it up in the shower, hang it on the shower curtain rod, or, every time you walked in a wrestler's hotel room in the territory days, there was shit hanging up to dry or to just air out or to get rid of the stank over all the lampshades, shower curtains, fucking, backs of chairs. And that's what you did.
What about, to his example, Yokozuna during the WWE touring days?
Well, that was a lot of washing out in the bathtub also, but Fuji served a lot of purposes, and the Japanese culture is very insistent that the Yokozuna, the grand champion, must be serviced in all facets. So there was a lot of laundry going on there too. And a lot of times shit just stunk.
Who was the stinkiest that wasn't, just a job guy? A regular wrestler.
I don't recall anybody that on a regular, everybody has their moments, and especially depends on the weather and what you've had to go through and et cetera. I don't remember anybody that was a repeat offender that was any of the regular guys besides poor Leon, who I think it's because it was leather. And I don't know that he had another spandex outfit of tights. I don't know that he had two. I never saw two. But the mask was just brutal. But anyway, besides that, there was that one time stinky job guy on TBS that people have tweeted the clip out. They found it on the network. I don't even remember the guy's name. We never saw him before and never saw him again.
We watched that on 605 once.
Yeah. But basically the guy smelled like a goat. And Bobby and Dennis worked the whole match on selling not wanting to lock up with and or touch him. And I think when Bobby pinned him, he kind of knelt down next to him and reached over and pinned him with a finger on his chest, right? While he was holding his nose. Well, what else are you going to do?